All right, go ahead, bro.
Okay. Peace and blessings to my brothers and sisters that are consciously in the fight and those that are gaining their consciousness as the struggle continues on. My name is AC, and I'm coming to you from the belly of the beast to prove that though I may be contained, I'm in solidarity with my brothers and sisters within the community. This is a call to the people. This is an APB to all my brothers and sisters who believe in the call to action. We as a people have been hindered into believing that we do not have the capability of becoming a unified people. As we fight amongst one another, we continuously widen the gap of separation. We reinforce the ideology that we are mindless and incapable of civility towards one another. This very thing is what those in power applaud and find comfort in as they sit in their chairs overlooking their handiwork. Knowing that as long as we are at each other's throats, their pockets will continuously become fuller and we the people will continue to suffer. The thing that they don't want us to know is that we possess our own power. They keep us in the dark so that they may not be seen pulling on the strings of our democracy and bending it to their will. Well, my brothers and sisters, it is time to turn the light on and take back our democracy. We as a people are the fuel that drives that very democracy, and without us, that engine doesn't run. This they know, and they will do all that is in their power to prevent the unification of the people. Fred Hampton once said, where there are people, there is power. We not only possess the intelligence, but we also possess the capability to overcome the smokescreen that has diminished our ability to see the problem that does not lie amongst us, but instead by those that we have appointed. Listen up, people. We have been lied to. We have been misled. And most of all, we have been pitted against one another. What better way to keep the people from uniting than having one side the subject of racial discrimination while the other is being told that racism doesn't exist? The truth is, racism does exist in America, and that very existence is proven every time we have some fascist that tries to convince us otherwise. Racism hasn't ended, it has only evolved, and our fight to abolish it must also evolve with it. Derek Bell writes from his book, Faces at the Bottom of a Well, quote, today one can travel for thousands of miles across this country and never see a public facility designated as colored or white. Indeed, the very absence of visible signs of discrimination creates an atmosphere of racial neutrality and encourages whites to believe that racism is a thing of the past, end quote. The truth is, racism is a thing of the present. It is on us if it is going to be a thing of the future. Let's be clear. Donald Trump did not create racism or bring it back. Racism has never left. That is the very thing we must recognize. The appointment of Joe Biden does not end racism. There is still work to be done. Some may ask, show me racism. I say, look at our justice system. Look at the countless number of lives that have been lost to police carelessness. Look at the issue of mass incarceration and the school-to-prison pipeline. The powerful understand what is going on, and they allow it to continue. Racism has been profitable in America since the admission of slavery. The continuation of reinforcing racist ideas through systemic oppression has become so profitable that the very idea of ending racism makes those people of power cringe at the idea of its abolishment. Ibram X. Kendi writes, quote, an anti-racist America can only be guaranteed if principled anti-racists are in power. And then anti-racist policies become the law of the land. And then anti-racist ideas become the common sense of the people. And then the anti-racist common sense of the people holds those anti-racist leaders and policies accountable. End quote. I have been told that we have entered into a progressive chapter and that more people are becoming woke. The truth is, America, you were never asleep. Our progressive efforts have felt like a snail's crawl since the civil rights movement of the 60s. How is it that those that came before us endured so much to gain so little? The fight for equality was a fight for all people to recognize that the same freedoms, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness our white counterparts obtained the day of their birth are not the same freedom and liberties and pursuit we face. This is the truth of today's America. We know where the issue is, and we must pursue diligently to reconstruct our panel of power and establish an anti-racist ideas to create a democracy where systemic oppression is nothing more than a topic in history class. Thank you, my brothers and sisters. This was AC coming to you from the belly of the beast. You may prosper and stay strong for our fight continues. If you have any questions or input, please contact me either through mail or jpay.com. My address is Anthony Covert, Covert, DOC number 335988, WSP-MSC-WB217, 1313 North 13th Avenue, Walla Walla, Washington, 99362. Thank you.